My name is Amanda Abella, and I am the founder and CEO of a marketing and sales training company for women coaches and course creators called Make Money Your Honey. I'm also an Amazon best-selling author, and I am a podcast host. And the reason I joined Podcast Virtuoso is, let me give you some context. I've been in online entrepreneurship for 11 years now, 11 years. Most of that time, I was doing my own PR. So I was the one pitching podcasts to be a guest on their show. Around 2016, I also started my own podcast, and then I was able to secure some guests on my own as well. And that worked for a while until my business started shifting and changing and growing, and it was no longer a good use of my time to be doing those things. So what ended up happening was I tried hiring PR companies, I tried hiring podcast booking services, and what I found trying all these other places is that it was way too expensive for not so great work. I didn't mind paying more money if the quality of work was great, but what was really going on was I was getting booked on very obscure podcasts that no one had ever heard of, and it just wasn't the greatest use of my time and energy, particularly because my time as the CEO became more limited. So I came back to doing it myself, and I got pretty good at it, even to the point where, getting booked on podcasts and PR is literally a part of what I teach my clients, because I learned how to do it so proficiently, but I kept running into that time problem again. And because as the business has shifted, so has my role. And I was training some clients and on how to get PR and things like that. And one of my clients actually recommended Virtuoso as the booking service, that they had gotten really great results and that it was a really reasonable price. They'd even gotten booked on one of the top rated podcasts in their particular industry. So I decided to just give it a go and give it a try and see what would happen. And within probably 2 weeks or so, I was already getting booked on pretty great podcasts. And not only was I getting booked on great podcasts, they were also finding guests to come on my podcast. And what has happened is I feel like I have that time freedom again that I didn't have while I was doing it all myself, so that I can do my role as a CEO, do the marketing, be the face, do the interviews, because that's extremely profitable. But I can get my time back in the sense that I'm no longer doing the behind the scenes admin work of it. So that's been really, really helpful to me as the CEO and to my team as a whole, so we can focus on other things. And I would say the final part is, we're getting better results while paying significantly less money than I did trying all these other podcast booking services. I really like how the account managers work with you. I asked for a couple of edits on a speaker kit and they did it very well. I asked for a little bit of a change in terms of the podcasts we were getting booked on. They did that really well too. The reports that you get at the end of the month in terms of the stats of the podcasts you've been on has been fantastic. And you guys have really been helping us get the word out there, meet very cool people, and also hit our own internal company key performance indicators for the amount of podcasts that I'm getting booked on. So I highly recommend it. It's been a great service so far. And yeah, that's basically it.